Hello guys, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Vadim, so it will be an emergency video. It's gonna came out very fast during the second semi-final of Ukrainian Vidbir, of Ukrainian National Selection. And there's gonna be a very swift reaction to KAZKA live performance. Cause guys, this was so bad. I feel so bad for her, honestly. All right, in a few words, I don't know who is watching Ukrainian Eurovision. It's very interesting to my point of view. I think it's the hottest and the best national selection this year so far. And there was two competitors going head to head at this moment. Is Maruf on one side, is KAZKA on the other side. We also have Yuko as a third party. She's also has quite big chances to win Ukrainian national selection. So, but the biggest hit on internet was between KAZKA and Maruf. It was head to head, and it was hard, and it's still hard to expect who is going to win the national selection. And everybody was questioning because Maruf just destroyed, she killed it. Her performance on the first semi-final, she just wrecked everybody. It was so confident, it was so creative, it was so seductive. It was very interesting, very professional and artistic performance of the song. I always want to say Bang, but it's not Bang, it's Siren Song. And everybody has been waiting for KAZKA's performance as being the second biggest competitor at Vidbir, and I just watched it live on YouTube, and I feel so bad for her. I don't know. I couldn't watch that live performance. It was so bad, and I was feeling like, because I like very much and Maruf and KAZKA on the same level. Probably I give more points to Maruf, as a performer, as an entertainer. She is giving me a more confidence, in her performance, in her stability on the stage. But KAZKA was closer to my soul, even though I liked Maruf more, with my mood, with my head, with my ears. It was it is a very modern song. But KAZKA, after Plakala, the song that they rocked in 2018, and they were, I think, the most watched YouTube video in the Republic of the Moldova. They have managed to have a spot, to have a place in my soul, in my heart. And I was waiting for them to perform. And after her live performance, I just felt, completely destroyed. What can I say? It's, first of all, the vocals. That was bad. It was bad. I don't know what was the problem. Was the problem with her, emotions? I understand emotion. It's the biggest probably enemy of an artist on Eurovision, and as we can see, none of the artists on Eurovision from the recent years hasn't been conquered by emotion, because I couldn't see any big mistakes from artists on the stage, fainting away, or forgetting the words. It never happened since I've been watching Eurovision. So you need to send someone confident to the stage, to the final stage. And, it's not an excuse, and it's not gonna work. I was emotional. And her vocals was bad. It wasn't bad, but it was not of a level, to represent a country. Because it doesn't matter what kind of song you sing, whether it's an opera, or whether it's a modern a pop music, or an EDM, house song, club song, like I could relate to Soundstruck Project from Republic of Moldova. Even though they had a dancing, EDM song, they still managed to deliver a very good singing vocals performers from the vocalist or the band, and so it's honorable and it's respectful, even though they have apparently very discriminated type of music, right? Because as we can judge from Subral, fast food music and blah blah blah, there is no fast food music. All the songs has their own marketers, has their own audience, and just because you make Disney style songs or you make a very lyrical, very emotional songs, it doesn't mean that that the other type of music has to be discriminated. Music has their own value. Music has its own price. Somebody is looking for entertainment, for having fun. We should not forget that music is about having fun, about dancing. Also, music is about lyrical, expressing the emotions. But we should never discriminate and say just because the music is for entertainment, it's a fast food. So that connects to Maruf, just because she has a very erotico pornographic music, which I disagree completely. It's a song about a strong woman, a confident woman. We cannot say that it's a fast excuse me, it's a fast food music. And just because artists that performs in EDM or dance music have their vocals apparently, audio on an audio level lowered or less impressive as the music in opera or as the music in epic music, pop music, the way we had with the Jamala, right, which was a ballad. We should never discriminate it, and KAZKA cannot have benefits, or they cannot be excused just because they don't sing electro song that they can be allowed to do mistakes in the vocal performance. No, it is not, and it's sad. And it's been more than a year. I'm not sure about KAZKA, but they definitely has had 1 year of performing, of working in this industry, and I think having such a bad vocals, it's a problem and it's a big issue. I remember Albania in 2015 had such a beautiful song. The vocals killed it. We had Greece in 2018, had such a beautiful ethnic, very Greek, very mythological, very deep song. It was killed, destroyed by the low and the poor quality of the voice of the singer. So KAZKA has to work. They should have been working harder on these, on these issues. And that was bad. I like that they had a show, but again, there was some moments, some silent moments. There was the singer wasn't singing, and there were no dancer on the stage, and it looked empty. There was, some bare spots in between chorus and in between verses. It wasn't fulfilled with any show, but I understand it's a national selection, so we still have a lot of time. But they should have invented, because it's a weak point of the song, that bare moments in between, the transition between verses to chorus. It wasn't fulfilled, and it wasn't managed to do something interesting and nice in that part of the song. But I liked a lot the aesthetics as well. It was kind of, very, it's not cheap, but it was easy to dress some Ukrainian women, in national clothing and expect that that's gonna add value to a performance. It's cheap, It's not cheap. It's just like unfair game. Because I would understand if it would be an ethnic song and that would work very well, and it's understandable why would you have, a traditional clothes. But she was dressed very casual, very modern, and then she just throw those girls, being dressed in the national clothing, and they should have at least add some elements, connect the back singers with the main vocalist. They didn't do that. We had the other two guys playing on those instruments in the back. I don't know. everybody understands on Eurovision that there is no live instrument, so it looks also cheap. Why would you pretend dancing or singing? Why would you pretend singing or playing on an instrument if they have no value? Even though I understand that it's still very typical, very cliche, to have, for entertainment. But we had Alexander Rybak, and it looked like he was really, playing the violin on the stage. But in this part, judging the national selection, those guys, punching those instruments, they didn't really look very realistic, and it kind of, it didn't. It's bad. I feel so bad for KAZKA because, as I've said, I feel like she's my sister. I don't know, the singer. It's a great job. They manage in one song, Plakala, come so close to me, so close to my soul. Because when she came on a stage, I was in suspense, and I was like really caring for her as if she would be my family member. And then when I saw the first note and then the entire performance, I could see that she was emotional, and it was not at the level, and it was a lot of expectation from people, and then seeing her, and when she was giving interview, you could also see that she was not satisfied by the performance, and it was really sad. I'm recording this video while the national selection is still running on. I hope they're gonna make the finals, and I hope they're gonna improve a lot. I'm still supporting Maruv in most of the cases, but I really want KAZKA, to improve a lot and to be on the level that people expect her to be, them to be, and it looked really pitiful. I don't know. It was sad. As I've said, KAZKA has really got so close to my soul, and I couldn't even understand how they managed to do that, because I wasn't rooting for KAZKA very much, even though I liked a lot their song. The song has many hooks. The song has many, small details in audio that attracts you. Even though there is some bare moments, the transitions, but the song audio, it sounded so majestical. Even though I got the copy striken from KAZKA, and I had to mute my part of the reaction on KAZKA on my video about the Ukrainian Vidbir. But I wish you could hear my reaction. I wish you could see my emotions while listening to their song. And it's a beautiful song. It's a really beautiful song. For some, it might sound very simple. For some, it might sound very cheap. For me, it resonates in me. It found a place, and having this type of performance, it just let me down, unfortunately. And I pray that she is gonna step up. She's gonna wake up. You need to wake up. Unfortunately, I don't know the name of the KAZKA, but you have to be confident. Please work on this. Take some some pieces of advice from psychologists. Work on your emotional level on the stage. It's gonna help you not only in Eurovision, but in your real life. You are a singer, you have to be confident, you have to deliver the message, because if it's come from your heart, the way, for example, Adele does, right? Adele, when she performs, she's not a dancer, she's not an opera singer, but she manages to conquer so easily the audiences because she's singing from her soul. You have to sing from your soul. If emotions is the barrier, no, they're not the barrier. Use these emotions, the emotion you have in your, deep inside you, and deliver them to the stage with your song, because that's going to work very well. Or if you are not ready, to unveil your soul to the audience, then go to the psychologist and ask for advices about being confident in the public, about being confident on a stage. Don't focus on enemies or don't focus on other singers. Enjoy it and perform the way you want to perform. You are not fighting with anyone around. You just, you're on a stage to prove your vision, to prove your creation, and to prove your personality and the personality of your band. Again, I don't know what's the outcome on the second selection, and I felt really sad. I know the previous video I've used a lot of word beautiful, reacting to Maruf. And this time I'm gonna use very often the word sad, and I hope you guys, I don't know, if you agree with me or you disagree with me, please leave the comments. It's gonna be very interesting to find some details and some ideas, remarks, suggestions, and maybe KAZKA will be watching this video or anyone else, and please leave an advice. Please don't be negative, because at the end of the day, they all three are humans as we are. I understand the outrage between the online community and KAZKA. I also got a copy strike. I've contacted KAZKA, and they very nicely, responded to me. They have lifted off the copy strike, but I was so scared. I just muted that part, and unfortunately, I can't undo that action, from the video where I react to Ukrainian Vidbir. And please just forget, they are humans, they are artists, they have souls, they have emotions. Don't be negative, don't be rude. At the end of the day, I am thankful, and we all should be thankful to KAZKA that they are writing songs, and the songs are good, and they have feelings, and they have stories. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's an emergency, SOS. I'm going back to watch Ukrainian Vidbir, and I'm welcoming everybody to go and see the final, because it's gonna be hot. We're gonna have Maruf, we're gonna have Yuko, they're beautiful. We have brunette short blondes. They are very creative young kids. I like them as well. I hope we're gonna have KAZKA in the final. I'm almost sure Anna Maria will go to the final as well, and I'm rooting for Kayat to go to the final as well. Thank you so much. See ya next video.